Hey everybody, welcome back. It is 3 in the morning, and Ring Domination has just started. As much as it sucks that I have to stay up till 3 a.m. for all the events to start, something like Ring Domination or Road to Glory is something you want to start as soon as possible, especially with, bouts only coming. You get 5 bouts. If I were to sleep and, do my usual wake up at 1 p.m., I've lost a lot of bouts, so there's nothing wrong. So I already went in just so I could buy some bouts. Um, I don't know why, but I don't have a good feeling going against that person. So I decided to keep the ladder in my deck because whatever. Let's just play this person because speed seems to be the weakest thing that I have deck wise. I don't really need the toughness boost. A lot of my cards are pretty strong in toughness. So I just decided I'm going to keep the speed one instead. So we're going back to my old Season 1 strategy. It's not like I came up with it. Everyone was using it, or a lot of people were, where I have 2 cards that aren't that good. I have 2 super rares. And then the rest are my 2 legendary pros and the rest epic pros. I don't know how that's going to work in this season. Maybe if I still had stronger cards, it would have been a bit better. So we've got 2 right arrows, 2 left arrows, and an up arrow. So I'm going to favor the right arrows because they're better. So I'm going to place this one up here because now I can challenge with an up arrow if I have to, which looks like I will. Just to make sure. So I don't know what's been going on with the blue stacks, but man, it feels really laggy recently, like really laggy. So we're just going to use the speed boost on Triple H because why not? May as well. I don't think this Triple H is fully leveled up in a sense, like it's not play level wise. I'm pretty sure it's all the way up there. It's always depressing when this happens and I don't get my what do you call it, legendary pros. It would be nice to have them. I think there's only 4 cards you don't get, maybe 3, and 2 of them of course are my legendary pros. I was going to place this left arrow up here just to avoid battling. We keep the corner. So what I'm going to do now is use this and put Shawn Michaels in the middle, because as long as it doesn't challenge it, I can just place a card here, and that means we win. So there's nothing wrong with winning 5-4. It's a victory. It's with a doubler 8 picks, and that's exactly what we want. So we have no clue what the epic card is or what the legendary card is, except for the event one, of course. So I'm hoping it's a legendary icon pro. I would love to get something to pro because I'm still stuck with just my 2. So we're just going to clear out this middle. Just usually at the beginning I just like to clear out this middle because they're all big pieces here and I'd love to get rid of them, and whenever I get a whole bunch of just one card, it gets me thinking that it's going to be around there. So nothing there. I'm hoping just from the first piece we will be able to see what card it is that we actually need. So we had Monday Night Raw on Monday, of course, and I don't like when they go over this whole season premiere thing. It's not a season premiere just because Monday Night Football's back. I don't care for football, so I'm not going to watch it. But you don't need to talk about it all the time as if, oh, the season premiere of Monday Night Raw and all that stuff. Because, we were left with such a big cliffhanger last week. I don't even remember what happened last week. So it's not like it matters. But they do this every time football comes back, but they did do something big with this. We had Sting making his Raw debut. Why wouldn't they advertise that like a week in advance kind of thing? Like it's become, and they still haven't fixed the procs. Because I'm supposed to be at like 1600. Anyways, that's the kind of thing they need to advertise, you know, well in advance. Because, you know, that's pretty big. Like, Sting has never, you know, been in the WWE until last year. He was too busy with, you know, NWA, WCW, TNA, all that stuff. And you just kind of just throw him out there. And, you know, like, it almost feels like when he signed his contract, they said, you know, it'll be just like the WCW days. You'll get to face the Giant. Which, of course, if people didn't know, the Giant was Big Show in WCW way before he came over. So all that stuff. And, like, it's... why do they use Big Show for everything? Like, what else do we have? Even Brock Lesnar, for this Madison Square Garden house show that they're doing on the network, he's going against Big Show. Who the hell cares? You know, the match wasn't good, you know, 12, 13 years ago. And their match wasn't good at the Royal Rumble. It wasn't even a match. It was just Brock kicking his ass. Like, they just keep using the Big Show for everything, and I don't know why. I think originally it was advertised to be Bo Dallas against Brock Lesnar. I think for these house show things, that's all it should be. It should just be someone who Brock can just absolutely kick the living hell out of. Because it's a house show. People don't want, like, you just want to see him just destroy someone. Because that would be great. I would pay to see Brock Lesnar destroy Bo Dallas, even if it's for 2 minutes. I think that'd be fantastic. Look at the, you know, couple minutes he just hit him with German suplexes. I think, yeah, it was right after SummerSlam. That was great. When he destroyed the New Day. That was fantastic. Give me more of that. So we didn't get any of our super rares this time. So we got down arrow, up arrow, and 2 left arrows. So I'm going to use this Bray Wyatt, because maybe it'll scare him away. And I'm just going to keep him in the corner. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to challenge, so he doesn't. I don't really want to challenge that, because I lose too many matchups. So what I'm going to do is put Edge over here. And then that leaves that, he'll put out his Seth Rollins. There's no way he can beat us. We may as well challenge it. And that blocks all 3 of the left side, so he can't take any of those cards. Well, he could take the Bray Wyatt if he had a card strong enough. These 2 are completely blocked now. So it's good to block out the areas as well. Power, Charisma. I think as long as he doesn't proc, we should win this. So yeah, we've pretty much won this. I'm just going to put this in here, and then I can place either the up arrow or the right arrow. We'll just skip the challenge because there's no need. We've already won. So this does seem to be going a bit better than last time. I don't know if it's just right now I'm getting lucky with my things. I'm getting my legendary pros, all that kind of stuff. Because, you know, people could be doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, and, you know, I wouldn't know until I get my ass kicked by them. Because there's always going to be people who, you know, have better decks than you or I, unless you're, you know, Zombie BQ, all that stuff. So I know I'm going to run into someone who's doing the exact same thing I'm doing, just with better cards, and, you know, they're just going to show up for every single thing. I would like to just get 1 piece. So we got 16. If I win the next 2 games, there's 16 pieces picked. That should be enough to get a piece, I'm pretty sure. I lost count of what's left. All that stuff. I just want to get a piece before I turn this off. You know, if you win all 5, yeah, that's 40 picks. You're guaranteed something. So we've got more right arrows, and we got 1 left arrow on the down arrow. So let's just place this here in case we need to use, in case they have their own down arrow. And I'm hoping because I've nerfed my deck in a way that's brought me down, that they don't, there's only going to be, you know, the odd legendary pro, so they won't be able to challenge me. So seeing as with all of this Ring Domination stuff. I'm only really going to put up videos when I'm going to finish a card. Obviously, things like that will be different depending on when I'm at work, stuff like that, because I'm not, especially when it comes down to the Sting card, I'm not going to purposefully not get the card so I can just get it on camera kind of thing, because I want to start that card as soon as possible to start leveling it up. Maybe I'll, take the screenshot to show. I don't know why I need to, why I would have to do that, because you'll just see I have the card. So let's see here. He's got 3 cards. Oh damn, I have all right arrows. This isn't good. Okay, so Shawn Michaels is the most balanced. Why isn't this working? And I'm going to put him in the middle with the plus 19, so hopefully he can't challenge. He doesn't. That's going to put us ahead, 5-4. See, if I had placed it all the way to the right and he had challenged it and won, I would be forced to challenge the other card, that kind of stuff. It gets really scary when it gets down to the end of that. So we've got 12 choices left. Please don't make me go all the way down to the bottom. I've always hoped that these are the small pieces just go first, because, okay, there we go. We got a piece already. Let's see if we can get one more with 4 more picks. We'll just 2 tiny ones and the bigger one. Fortunately, I can't see who it is, just based off that card. But yeah, I think I have like too many epics now. I pro'd a new Edge, so I'm working on that. I'm working on the second Dean Ambrose to pro that, and I pulled a Daniel Bryan off the board, which gives me a second Daniel Bryan to make a second Daniel Bryan pro, which I'm working on those as well. I just got, man, there are so many cards to work on in this game, especially right now with my thing. I guess that's what happens when you buy an enormous pack and all that stuff. So I don't want anyone to challenge this. I'm just going to place this in the corner. We got left arrows, right arrows, all that stuff. Because they go by base stats, base procs and everything, I'm just going to challenge with the Rock, because I think it's only plus 42. And so there's no way he can actually beat me, so we can just win that card right away. I do hope they fix, all this ability stuff, because, I got, holy damn. So see, someone would be doing it eventually. Of course, there are going to be other people who try this as well with some of their cards. I'm actually just going to place this Triple H here, because I don't really have a need for the up arrows, that kind of stuff. So we got the right arrows and the left arrow. I'm actually just going to place the Daniel Bryan in the middle, and then we can base it left or right. So there's no way he can win. I got scared for a second that was another pro and that I was going to have to challenge with Edge and, hope it's power. Wouldn't be the only way I could win that, actually. So luckily we do make it through that. That's going to be all 5 bouts done. I'm just going to get these picks out of the way, see if I get another piece. That'd be great if I do. And that's going to be it from me for Supercard until I get closer to finishing a card, all that stuff. If anyone does end up finding out what the legendary card is, because I'm going to sleep right after this is up, feel free to leave that in the comments. I would like to know what... Oh well. I would like to know what card is the legendary card, just to see if I could make a pro out of it. That's going to be it for today. King of the Ring, yeah, it's whatever, 25-2. Hopefully we'll get another card. That'll end tomorrow when I'm on an overnight shift. I'll take a photo of that to show you the rewards, all that stuff. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please take care.